All right. Good morning, good day, wherever you might be here along the Gulf Coast. This is a video that's targeted for people from Mobile, maybe back as far as Biloxi, but definitely from Mobile, Pensacola, over to Panama City. Uh, there are a lot of smart people out there, and I'm looking for somebody that's a pretty smart person. And I'm looking for a person in particular that's a smart person in the flooring business because we're getting ready to expand over into Pensacola to Panama City area. Now, let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Bob Rutledge, and for more than 20 years, I have developed websites and ran digital marketing campaigns for dozens of companies, some of which have grown into tens of millions of dollars in sales. But of course, I didn't get to participate in that other than just having the steady employment because I didn't own the business. And so for 10 years, I have threatened to start my own business. And for many of those years, because most of my clients were in the heating and air and plumbing business, I threatened to start a heating and air and plumbing business. And one day may still do that. We'll just have to see. But there are key factors that build into the success of a business, and I have studied them for a long time and think that I've put together a pretty good idea, and I want to run it by you. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I have started a flooring business. Maybe I didn't say that at the beginning. Well, it wasn't my intention to start a flooring business. I actually went to the flooring show in Biloxi, Mississippi in February of 2020, just as COVID was starting to be talked about in public, and went over there to look for clients to do websites for and marketing for. And when I walked around the show, it did take an expert in the field to figure out that there had been a big change in this flooring business and that everything was going toward luxury vinyl plank flooring. And that all that ramifications that go with that, it's a little simpler to install. It's certainly, in my opinion, you don't have to choose between where you're going to put carpet and tile. You just go with luxury vinyl plank throughout the house. And so after 2 days of walking around that show and meeting with some of the distributors and kind of figuring out from watching, there's another company that does what I do. If you're in the flooring business, you may have heard of them. They're called Floor Force or Flooring Force. Excellent company. They did some presentations, but I sat around watching the presentations and noticed how few people paid attention to them. And I said, there's a disconnect here between the marketing and the product that you're trying to sell. And these people honestly just have no clue of what they're doing. And then again, after walking around the show, I picked up on it that everything's gone to luxury vinyl plank. Well, as COVID kicked in, let me go back. That day, I walked out of there saying, I'm not looking for a client. I am now in the flooring business. It's just a matter of how to go about doing it. And I started writing out a business plan and putting together the principles that I had already planned out for plumbing and heating and air, and came up with a company. You can see it over this shoulder here, Aardee Flooring Services. And I live in the Foley, Alabama area, South Baldwin County, Alabama. And about June, started running my first advertisements. And now we're into February of 2021. And I am completely confident that we got our act together, that we've worked out the bugs, And this is something I want to push forward with, but I want to push forward with it by bringing in some other smart people, some people who have connections to the industry already, because I had none. I started from scratch. The good news is I've made a profit on every job that I've done, and and a very sizable profit on some of them. And like right now, I'm not even pursuing any work because I'm ready to move beyond what I'm personally capable of doing. I'm 66 years old. There was a day that I loved going out making sales calls all day long. Uh, those days have passed. Um, I'm looking to bring in some new talent now to mentor, not just employ, but to mentor and to grow, and then to take my ideas of marketing and your ideas of operations in the field and put together a hell of a flooring company. Because I think, in fact, I know that there's low hanging fruit out there and we can get it and make a good profit and compete in this atmosphere of 2021. Now, uh, what makes the situation a little different is we don't have a showroom. Don't want a showroom. On the other hand, I don't want to sell over the internet either. So my game plan is to develop sales leads and the infrastructure to follow through with the sales leads, close the sale, arrange the installation, and then get great reviews from the client, and then move on to the next sale and run ads and just wash and repeat. And so I am a Google expert. I've been doing the marketing on Google and Bing and other outlets to a certain degree. Facebook, still not a great fan of Facebook for marketing, but I think that it will play an interesting role in this. YouTube is really coming on strong, and I have obviously have the skills to do that. But I want to, oh, excuse me, need to pay my credit card, and I got some roofing SEO to do, so I apologize about that little pop in there. But that is what I do. I do search engine optimization for all kinds of trades, and so my expertise is in making the phone ring. Um, what I'm looking for are smart people who have um, a plan to grow, uh, both business wise and as just a better person, because I only want to work with some good people. That's the one thing that I've found in life that makes it not work, is that I'm not dragging a dead horse across the finish line. You have to prove to me that you're ready for the race, and I can certainly prove to you that I'm prepared to make it to where you can win the race. I'm looking for people that have some key ingredients that I don't have. Um, I know how to market. I know how to make the phone ring. I can show you example after example. And in fact, I will. Let me log into my. Uh, I do a lot of phone tracking for my clients, and let's go in here and let's look at all companies last year, and this will kind of give you an idea of how many times I've made the phone ring in the past year for just my few clients, select clients that I have had for years. 7,684 calls. That's last year. And these are ringing into other people. You see, my flooring company got the last phone call there, but a lot of this is for painting companies and air conditioning contractors and fence contractors throughout the country. I've worked with them for some of them for more than a decade now. And, I've watched what's made them grow, and the key ingredient to, they've got to do good work. But the other key ingredient is they've got to have a steady stream of sales leads. And that's, You may have every aspect that's needed to be successful in the flooring business, but you don't have a steady stream of sales leads, and you probably don't have the coordination to get the product, to get the financings necessary for getting the product, and putting together a team to install it and making sure they're paid on time, and just the back office of running any kind of business. You want to be out there and be selling. You may even be an installer that wants to sell. I would be interested in talking to someone like that. But I'm looking for a person or persons in this area here. So see, I'm here in Foley, Alabama. I'm going to minimize myself here a little bit. We don't need to keep looking at me. And I'm right here in the center. There's Highway 98 and 59 running down the middle. And you can see WW Flooring and Wade Distributors and Home Depot and Lowe's right next to each other. And then there are 100 other, it seems like, flooring companies: Gulf Coast Flooring, Floor Coverings International. I think I need to look up. That's not something that's always been there. I think that might be a franchise, which is really kind of what I'm wanting to do here, is to ultimately grow this into a franchise business. But you can see that when you type in flooring in my immediate area, you've got Home Depot at the top, but you have my Aardee luxury vinyl plank flooring #2, and then people that have been here for decades, G&J Tile and Floor Covering, and then I'm above Lowe's and Wade Distributors and WW Flooring and Design. And so I have mastered the art of marketing in Foley, Alabama. I can do it anywhere. And I'm looking to expand into these areas. Let's just zoom out a little bit here. I think the money is this way. I don't think it's back toward Mobile. So let's just line this conversation today up with Pensacola, Gulf Breeze, Pensacola Beach. And if we're going to go down the line any further, then let's go on down to Miramar and Rosemary and Panama City area. So basically, really what I'm looking for is someone with flooring experience. Let's just go along I-10 to Mariana, down to Panama City, or and back this area here. I can flood you with sales leads. I can get the flooring for you. I need you to find and manage reputable installers and to make sure that the product is installed correctly. Because when I do my jobs, I'm actually there. I don't just sell the job and never come back. I come back and I critique the work as it's going. God bless them, got some fine installers, but I've yet to meet one that I didn't have to coach a little bit, because, it just has to be done. If you're that kind of person, that's who I'm looking for here. I'm looking for somebody that's a smart person, that's got a lot of great ideas and a plan to grow, but is missing the key ingredients of getting sales leads. Now, you may be a flooring salesman already, and because of all the changes with COVID and internet growth, you're probably afraid for your job. Customers are not coming to you, or the boss has cut your pay, or they've already laid you off. I've spoken to a lot of people in this industry that have lost their jobs since the first of the year, that are outside sales reps for the manufacturers themselves. And so there's a lot of changes going on. But the thing that is the positive change is that people are staying home and they're spending more money on their house. And so when Alabama and Auburn stopped letting people in to see their football games, rather than people spending all that money on season tickets and tailgating and all that in cost added to that, they went out and bought updated kitchens and installed new flooring in their house. And more they're learning about this new product called luxury vinyl plank. So if that interests you, um, and you have a good reputation and a good head on your shoulders, things that are provable, because I will do a background check on who I partner up with here. And I do want to use the term partner. This is not going to be an employment situation. Um, my goal is that this territory you're looking at here on the map will probably be your franchise one day. So you're building for your future and not just for the man. Um, we'll build Aardees together, and then I'll just expand it on into other territories and move on, and this becomes your territory. So if any of that makes sense to you, I hope you will contact me. The name of my company is Micromanaged Media, but it's the name of my flooring company is Aardee Flooring, and you can see the phone number right there, 251 257 let me pull up the website here. Boom. And so let's go to Aardee Flooring. And that's our website. You can see it up there behind me. And now you can see the phone numbers. Both of those phone numbers, that's obviously a Florida number. They both ring straight here into my office in Foley. That's one of the things I bring to the table are, ways to do business over the internet, not just run the ads, not just design a great website, but I get it listed organically. Even though I turned my ads off for the past 2 months, I get a couple of phone calls a week and a couple of estimates out of it. And I'm not even looking for business right now. So, because I have a marketing business to run, and it's doing great. Because that is one of the other areas that is prospering in this country right now. People are shopping. They're still shopping. They're just not going to the stores. They're buying off the internet. Again, we're not going to sell the flooring directly off the internet. This is an in-home shopping experience. You're going there anyway to measure. We're going to go in to close the deal now, show them samples, measure, and give them a one price to do the whole job. And so again, if that interests you, I hope you'll give me a call, and I'm looking forward to meeting you. We'll do some Zoom meetings, and then we'll meet in person, and then I'll choose a person or two to move forward with. So I hope that's helpful. I look forward to meeting some talented folks, some enthusiastic folks that want a very prosperous future. People that are, I mean, you can get depressed listening to the news nowadays, but I think this is an incredible time. You just have to spot the opportunities, and you have to be enthusiastic and positive minded and meet those opportunities with all the energies you can put into something and the talent that you can put into something. So I'm looking forward to meeting you, and give me a call now. Thanks.